I do recall in the trailer they put out for the second half of this season, there was some funeral scene at the end. And I remember I saw that, and I was like pausing and rewinding. I'm like, who all is there? I'm like, somebody's dead.
Boom. You looking for this?
Hello? Someone let me out of this, thing? Well, this is great. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Oh, I broke it. Oh, this
Yo,
thing.
he's
I bet
yoked.
this is expensive. Oh, God. Huh. Would you look at that?
I am glad to see you in one piece, Alan of Unova.
Yeah, one very large and ripped piece.
Yes. I'm afraid I owe you an apology. When we brought you here after the Viltrumite attack, I turned off your life support machine and left you to fend for yourself.
He
What?
sus, bro.
Why? Why would you do that?
I knew without it, you would either die or recover stronger than before. I am sorry I gambled with your life, but it has paid off. You may now be able to stand your ground against a Viltrumite.
Yeah, I doubt that. They hit me so hard my eye came out. I remember seeing that, like, from my own eye. It was very strange.
You underestimate yourself, Alan.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your vote of confidence, but I'm not going to ask for a rematch anytime soon. If I even see another Viltrumite, I'm going to...
Yo.
Shit, you're a Viltrumite!
No, I am something much worse. I am the only Viltrumite to ever rebel against the Empire. At least, until you told me about Invincible. Alan, I need you to go back to Earth and bring Invincible here. He is the key to turning the tide of this war.
That's crazy.
That's sick.
Welcome back to Boom Shot. I'm Odin. This is Colby, and this is Eli.
Back again, dude. Yeah, so this is our review for Invincible episode 5, is it?
Yeah, season 2, episode 5.
Yeah, so spoiler warning.
If you haven't seen the show or you haven't seen the episode, click off now.
Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so what'd y'all think?
Barely squeaked that one out.
So what'd y'all think?
I thought it was a great episode. I thought that it maybe felt a little scattered at times, trying to move, because the one thing we've all been saying is like it moved forward so many different plot lines. Like even when we were watching it, like I kind of forgot how many plot lines it had.
Dude, got a lot.
Yeah, it was all over the place in that sense, but it still felt fairly structured and it still made sense. It was a really enjoyable episode.
Yeah. I forgot how much I missed this show, dude.
It was a very long break, and it was very frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like they may have fumbled the bag a little bit on how they handled that.
They killed a lot of hype.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading on Twitter all last night. Everybody's just like, it's out, but like barely anyone's really talking about it.
Yeah.
It was trending, but I mean, it just felt like everybody was just more upset with it. The fact that
I've seen more people talking about like the gap than they were talking about the episode, which is not a good
upset
sign.
about the gap. Yeah, which is a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very unnecessary. I mean, they finished everything. It's not like it was delayed for animators to catch up. It was delayed for no reason. The whole thing was finished. They're already like not almost done, but like halfway through season 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
They're
such a
already working on
huge
it.
break, dude. Like
3 months. If it was like a month, that would have been still ridiculous, but like not as bad.
yeah, that's a long time, man.
Dude, 3 months though, like I was already losing it, dude. it was too long.
But on a brighter note, what was y'all's favorite things about the episode? If you can think of one, because so many things happened.
Yeah, a lot happened. I mean, we finally got to see Alan at the end, which is great.
It was good to see him back, and it was I guess Thaddeus is a good guy. I mean, I don't know. That's what it seems like now.
He's still a little
like
gray
sus.
area. I mean, he's a little sus. Like he
he's
might
a
not
little
be, because
sus.
Viltrumites
I'm
are very committed to.
I want to know more about
yeah,
him.
maybe he's like on an inside
He
game.
could be. He could be
Yeah.
faking it. He could be.
And that's where I'm at too. Where it's like I really want to know more about Thaddeus and what he's all about, because I feel like we've seen an action that was like maybe a risk that was good, which was unplugging the life support, but also like if it didn't work, then he just killed Alan for no reason.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
it's a bit
even
of a
that
weird-
is like a weird gray area for me. So I can't really tell if I like him or not.
And I can remember at the very end of episode 4, which I almost said last season, but no.
That's what it feels like.
You know, the first half of it. At the end of that, you see when he unplugged it, he kind of smiled. Like, it almost seemed like he really did it like, I'm trying to kill Alan right here because he's a liability. That smile is what really makes it seem like he was totally just lying when he was like, oh, I did it to gamble with your life. Like, it was like a test.
I didn't even consider that. He could have just made that up. But like he's
That's
like
what I'm
shocked to
thinking.
discover him alive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think he tried to kill him and he just
feel
came
like-
up with that.
Yeah, I feel like he did. But he did also straight up out himself as a Viltrumite, ripping off his beard. That was
Yeah,
that was a
bro.
little weird. I don't know.
Yeah, was that a fake beard all along, or did he just rip the hair?
Took it off. I don't know how he took it off in the mustache, dude. Like, I mean, that's
incredible.
That's, kinda awesome,
That's
man.
practice right there. You know
That's
he's done it
pretty crazy.
before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes him to grow hair, but
Yeah.
So maybe then he wants Mark to destroy him. He said he's the key, but maybe he's the key to fulfilling the Viltrumite destiny because Mark's the only thing that stands in their way.
pretty much
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
we haven't really seen any Viltrumites really turn against them other than Omni-Man. The only reason I feel like Thaddeus could still be good is that Omni-Man is proof that they do at least feel something. They feel something. Obviously, like you saw Omni-Man after the 3 Viltrumites were sent down there.
Oh, he
they were
felt
wiping out
something
the
after he
Thraxes.
got smoked by the other Viltrumites, dude. That's what he
did,
felt.
yeah, I mean, he smoked Lucan, the bigger guy. He got him somehow. Dude just didn't die. Pulled up later,
dude,
broke his back in half while he was holding his like intestines.
Yeah.
Like, dog,
Plot
dog,
armor,
come
man.
on,
That's
bro.
plot armor.
Let's be real. Come on. But
Yeah.
he absolutely waxed the other 2. It was a long fight, but he still won. Omni-Man's he's no joke, dude. He's crazy.
And we didn't see any Omni-Man this episode, so do you think he'll be
Omni-Man.
back soon?
They'll probably pick up some more in episode 6. Gosh, I keep wanting to say like episode 2. They'll probably pick up more in episode 6 on
Yeah, I
where
can
he
see
went.
that.
So
Because I feel like we did need to like kind of refresh what was going on.
Yeah, like
lot
we
happened.
still don't even know have they killed Omni-Man? Are they trying him in their court system? They haven't like given us anything to really go off of yet.
yeah, I mean, it also depends on how much they're going to be really sticking to the comics as well. So far, they've been sticking to it very heavily. So far, really the only like big change that they've made is Amber.
Oh, yeah.
No, Amber is a completely new character.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
As far as I remember, I mean, I know I'm pretty sure he didn't have a love interest in the comics other than Eve. So, you know.
It's good insight. It's good insight.
Yeah, but if they do follow the comics well, then Omni-Man probably isn't going to be dead yet. He really shouldn't be.
Yeah,
If they follow the
I'd be
comics, he
surprised
doesn't die
if he
until
would.
way later.
I'd be very surprised if they decided to do that. But then again, they may do that just to throw people off who
They could.
who have read ahead in the comics.
Yeah, I personally don't think they will.
No, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, I'd be very shocked if they did. So,
Yeah, so another thing that you were kind of talking about is possible deaths in this episode.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Duplicate
Lot of
is the one I'm really concerned about. Duplicate, I feel
Duplicate.
like I saw her got rocked, bro.
Yeah, dude, that was
Shrink Ray got
That one was gross.
That was bad, too.
That was gross, dude.
That's like yeah,
That was pretty nasty. That's probably some of the worst violence we've had in the show so far.
Yeah.
yeah, that was just
I
gruesome.
don't know why.
dude.
Like, I mean, it's
Just
usually
swallowed
pretty
it.
visceral, but like that one, I don't know why. That was just oof.
Yeah.
That one was nasty.
It was just so inhumane, bro.
I do think with Duplicate though that like we had even talked about it when we were watching it. Is there almost certainly there's got to be another Duplicate
She's
out
got
there.
in
that's like
in the comics.
yeah.
She keeps her like I think it's her 0 duplicate. You know, like they count up each time she duplicates. It adds like a number to her thing, which is pretty weird. But her like 0 duplicate. Usually she keeps that somewhere else, like just chilling.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
really far away where no one is going to find her. So she's technically immortal as long as nobody finds a duplicate. You know.
Oh yeah, I do the same
She's
thing.
effectively
Oh, yeah.
immortal.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
yeah.
the smartest.
There's no point in risking it, dude.
Shrink Ray though, now she dead. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
you
she's
can't
on.
survive that, bro.
She's done. Yeah, we saw her die. She's dead. Rex though is a little. He's probably dead, but they didn't show it explicitly. I mean, they just gunned to his head. We don't know what happened. I'm sure they're gonna probably pull some sort of like, oh, somebody busts down the door and saves him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I hope he's not.
Well, who would even save him at that point?
Because they're all fighting
Maybe-
off the.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Cecil could send somebody. I don't,
Yeah, I
that's
guess
what
it'd
I'm
have to be
wondering. It's like
Cecil at that
Cecil was the only one that knows that they're there.
Yeah.
So-
Man, he can teleport, right?
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
maybe you can do that.
we heavily slept on the Lizard League, dude.
No joke.
They were
bro.
a complete meme. Every time they were shown, they were just like it seemed like they were really just like a meme villain.
Yeah,
group
that's
that
what
we're
I was
just-
thinking.
They're just gonna use for like jokes and stuff. Nah, dude.
They can play.
Yeah, they took out two Guardians of the Globe right there, dude.
So didn't they get a new leader or something? Is that why they didn't the Lizard King or whoever their new leader is kill the old ones or something?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember something like that. So maybe that's why they're more tough now because when they first appeared, I was like you don't really take them seriously.
Yeah.
I feel like another interesting thing, which is maybe stupid that at least I didn't notice, Bulletproof can fly.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, dude. Until
Yeah,
now.
they're inside the bubble.
Literally had no idea
Mark's
this whole
like, every
time.
character that can fly. And
Yeah.
slides up his leg. I'm like, this fool can fly. Like, I've never
That was
kind of
crazy. He just
I mean, they
levitated.
might have shown him fly.
They
I
must
don't
have.
remember.
I just don't remember.
I really don't remember. I legit thought he was just a dude who just...
I thought he was bulletproof, yeah.
He's just straight up bulletproof.
Yeah, because that's already pretty good.
Yeah, so he doesn't even need to fly, too.
So what do y'all think will happen with Mark's stepbrother?
Whew.
I think that Cecil's gonna try and take him in. I mean, he's already expressed super strong interest in it.
He did threaten Cecil, so
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure
I
if
don't
Cecil's
know.
going to step in.
It depends. It's an interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out because it's like, does Cecil respect Mark enough to actually listen to him and not take him, or is he just gonna be like, no, I know what happened last time I trusted a Viltrumite. I'm just gonna take him and raise him.
Yeah, and we had differing opinions on Cecil, didn't we?
Yeah.
When we were watching it.
I think Cecil. I'm not. I mean, I like his character, but I think he's probably a bad guy. I think he's the baddie,
Really?
or a baddie.
Yeah.
In more than one way.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
I don't get
Didn't
that
think
feeling.
you like that hairline, but all right.
Yeah, the hairline's a little rough.
Yeah.
I guess that takes me out of the question.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
tough. That's tough.
You ain't Cecil, man. You ain't at Cecil level yet, dude.
I haven't got that feeling as far as him being like the bad guy. I have about the other feeling, but I just don't know. I just don't know, man. To me, I thought he just kind of had good intentions. Maybe he'll be that type of villain where he has good intentions, at least in his mind.
Yeah.
And then something just goes wrong.
Yeah.
Where he just strays off the path and he doesn't realize it.
He's smart too.
Yeah.
He's very smart. I mean, you saw everything with him and Omni-Man.
Oh yeah, that was pretty intense.
Towards
dude.
the end of season 1, I mean, he's he fully understands Omni-Man. He knows how to really deal with Viltrumites. I mean, to an extent, obviously. There's really
as
only
much
so
as-
much
yeah.
you can do. I mean,
Right.
if they invade like they're about to do, if Mark doesn't, prepare the planet for their arrival, they're dead. So
Yeah, they're cooked, bro. They're cooked.
They're not going to stop hundreds of Viltrumites. They're going to wipe the planet out in hours,
Yeah.
honestly.
So I guess they got to bring in Alan, dude.
Yeah, Alan might be. Alan be whooping up.
Alan can only get stronger. He can literally only get stronger. Every time he dies, he'll probably just slip into a coma for a bit, and then wake back up, even more buff and shredded,
Oh yeah, he was shredded this episode.
I feel like one of my biggest curiosities now is what are they going to do with Amber at this point? Because it's clear that they're setting Mark up for Adam Eve. It's kind of clear that it's going that
They're gonna
direction.
set it up eventually. I mean, they kind of have to.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, what are they going to do with Amber? Is she going to die tragically, or is it going to be a happy ending? And that's something that I'm really curious about.
Yeah, that's a good question,
it is
especially if she wasn't in the comics. That is a good
Because
question.
it gives them free reign to really do whatever they want to with her. So.
Yeah, I mean, they brought her in, so they gotta figure out how to get her out.
Yeah.
I mean, Viltrumites live for thousands of years, so. And obviously, Mark's not like his dad. He doesn't just fly from planet to planet, just, impregnating people. He's just not about that. So obviously, he's not going to be with Amber forever. Really, Eve is the only person other than a Viltrumite.
So how long would his stepbrother live? Is he a quarter of a true Viltrumite?
I think he'd be. No, he'd still be. I think
like
he'd still be half
full
Viltrumite.
life?
He'd
Okay,
still be
half
like
of
Mark because Omni-Man. Yeah, he'd still be half Viltrumite technically.
So he'll still live a long time.
And half Viltrumites are honestly they're basically just full Viltrumites. As they age, they start to adapt more to their Viltrumite DNA. It's just because Viltrumite DNA is so pure and strong, it just
outlasts.
It'll eventually override. So that's why Mark was delayed getting his powers. It was still kind of trying to take over that human DNA until it fully was yep, it's gone, and then now he's just Viltrumite. So
that makes sense.
Same thing will likely happen to his brother.
That makes sense. I never thought about it like that. I was just wondering, I get the feeling that he's gonna be clutch in the end somehow. I don't know how many seasons. At what point? How far through the comics are we at this point? Do you think?
We're not that far.
Really?
There's still a lot. There's still a
well, that's
bit.
good. I mean,
they are moving a lot quicker, and surprisingly, they're moving faster than I thought they would. And they're not omitting a lot. Because, I mean, we're already at, we're getting close to his black and blue suit, which happens pretty, not like late in the comic, but pretty late, I'd say. Pretty far into it. So, and that's like the era that starts where Invincible stops holding back as much. Because he's holding back. He's holding back a lot.
That's sick, dude.
It's kind of similar to Spider-Man in a way. He holds back a lot. Like, Spider-Man's crazy overpowered, but he pulls punches. Invincible's kind of the same way. He doesn't like hurting people, but that's why in that fight against the Viltrumites on Thraxa, he was... Omni-Man's like I can tell you're holding back. Like, fight, dude. Like, they're going to kill us. So, you had to clutch up. And you did. Yeah. You clutched up.
I guess it kind of left off on a pretty big cliffhanger, though, before, like, like, when it first ended and we thought it was over, and then it had, like, the little post-credit scene with Alan, we were like, dang, bro, that's a huge cliffhanger. But then I feel like the Alan post-credit scene kind of distracted from the cliffhanger a little bit.
Yeah, that cliffhanger was rough, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a pretty crazy way to end up.
Having a 3-month break and then continuing to drip feed, this is pretty brutal, I'm not going to lie. I prefer drip-fed content just because it kind of gives you something to look forward to throughout the week. Yeah. So, personally, I like that, but again, that 3-month break, that sucked.
Yeah.
So I want more. Making us wait.
I feel like a lot of times when they do the break like that, they drop the first half all at once and then break so you can digest it, and then they drop the second half all at once. Instead of doing week by week, break, week by week.
Yeah, again. I think you should pick one or the other. Either you drip feed the whole season or drop the first half altogether. 3-month break, drop it again. That would at least be better. I still don't agree with a 3-month break even if they did that. I still think that break is way too long.
Oh yeah, that's like a new season.
I mean, it's definitely Amazon. It's definitely Amazon that caused that. I know it's not fully Robert Kirkman that's just doing that. It's Amazon's also like it's just their model. I mean, having it 3 months is like, oh, you're gonna have to renew your Amazon Prime. That's more money. And they're implementing new ads and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, the ads came in since the last time this was up.
Dude, that's a good ads. Rewatch the same ad like 5 times.
If you rewind
Don't rewind.
Don't rewind.
Yeah.
Do not
if you miss
rewind.
something, pull it up on YouTube, a clip or something.
Or just restart it. Like,
just watch the whole thing again.
Don't back up.
Do y'all have any closing thoughts? Like, any predictions? I guess you kind of know what happens.
It's like, I don't know.
Any non-spoiler predictions? Unless you don't know and somehow predict it.
I think Amber's gonna die tragically. I don't see a happy ending for her story.
I do recall in the trailer they put out for the second half of this season, there was some funeral scene at the end. And I remember I saw that and I was like pausing and rewinding. I'm like, who all is there? I'm like, somebody's dead. Yeah. The people I noticed that weren't there. It was mostly the Guardians. And like Cecil was there.
That's a good point.
Obviously Mark and Eve were there. I did not see Amber. I did not see Debbie.
That's a good point, bro.
Personally, I don't think Debbie's gonna die. And again, Amber doesn't even really exist, so it could totally be her.
I remember that in the trailer now.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was my main question after the trailer.
Oh, or Shrink Ray.
Yeah, true. It could be next episode we see that.
Just remembered that.
But that is a good point, though. And also, that's a good point. I could see her dying.
And I guess maybe Duplicate. I don't know if they know about her secret duplicate.
Yeah, maybe it just takes her a little while to get back if she's hidden like really far away.
Again, that's only assuming that they're keeping that same with the comic if she does have that duplicate hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's probably Shrink Ray. And Rex, you know.
Dude, that would be kind of sad. He kind of grew on me this episode.
It was kind of a redemption arc for Rex this episode. I agree. He was more heroic, less selfish, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's getting better. He's getting a good arc. That's why I really hope he doesn't die.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't.
He deserves some redemption because he sucks.
He grew on me.
He sucked in the first season.
Yeah, I think we're planning on covering this in the future because you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. But you'll be further north, but we might try and get you in on like a Zoom or something.
Oh, for sure. Also, you can put me like right here on a little MacBook, and there you go. I'm there, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm there.
Yeah, that's sick. We don't even have to do an editing. Just put you on a MacBook in your seat.
So right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So yeah, we're looking forward to covering it, and hopefully they don't give us another 3-month break after the next episode to give us like a 3/4 season break. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but it was good. I mean, not to be too down on it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I really.
I'm trying to look past the 3-month gap. Yeah. So I'll look past it for now. I'm still upset about it. It's ridiculous. it's insane, but it's still a good episode. Yeah, I'm excited.
Agreed, and I think that's a good way to close it. You got anything else?
Boom shot out.
Boom shot out. Thanks for watching.